Hi, my name is Carol Stanley, and this is my DCL2 assessment. It is to implement, document and critique a digital and collaborative learning innovation as applied to a specific area of my practice. The problem that I identified was that students lack the skills to use digital and collaborative means to enhance their learning. The skills they've already mastered is competence in the use of digital media, social networking, using apps such as Twitter, Facebook and Snapchat, and using the devices for gaming, photos, etc. The skills they have to improve are educational networking such as co-constructing success criteria used to implement learning and promote engagement in the lesson, using collaboration and peer teaching and learning to understand the content, and tapping into the expertise of the greater community to make meaning of the tasks at hand and to promote lifelong learning. The 21st century skills are creativity, innovation, communication and collaboration, research and information, digital citizenship, and research and information. These 21st century skills are absolutely essential for our students' learning at this point in time. Together with the key competencies: thinking, using symbols and language and text, managing self, participating and contributing, and relating to others, are absolutely essential to form a lifelong learner. My digital innovation is Edmodo. This forum is very much like Facebook and is a social networking forum where students can learn while interacting socially and collaboratively. Edmodo has got pros and cons. The pros being a student-friendly forum with better collaboration and engagement between students. It is compatible over various devices. There's an ongoing digital portfolio of data that can be collected, great feedback and feed forward between teachers and students, and also great communication with parents. The cons are, it's a very social network, so it is hard to filter stuff written by students. The students' accessibility of each other's work is too easy, which could lead to ethical issues such as copying, plagiarism, etc. And the grading of assignments can sometimes be a problem. However, the pros outweigh the cons. So I tried to implement this and did not have absolute success, but I will critique this against a lot of other relevant theories, literature and good practices. As noted in my previous video, there's a higher likelihood of active participation in academic collaboration among students who are comfortable using IT. While solo taxonomy forms a great starting model because it provides surface deep and conceptual understanding, Edmodo fits into the redefinition model of the SAMO model, the goal of which is to transform learning experiences to a higher level of achievement. Jason Cunningham, who was a critic, outlines several advantages of the forum Edmodo, stating that Edmodo is a truly Web 2.0 Swiss Army knife for educators and other stakeholders in K-12 education. Another learning-centered approach, which is called problem-based learning, is encouraged, where students learn about a subject by working in groups to solve open-ended problems. A well-designed PBL allows students to develop skills in teamwork, leadership roles, critical thinking and analysis, to name just a few. Edmodo could cover these as well. Collaborative learning, which is something that is done in Edmodo, is based on the view that knowledge is a social construct and can occur peer-to-peer or in larger groups. And interaction promotes an increase in student cognitive retention, self-esteem, and responsibility. The overarching model that I feel lends itself to specific learning is the Lean Transformation Model, or the House of Lean, which was first purported by John Shook in 2014. The Lean Transformation Model has 5 key questions for transformation. The first being, what problem are we trying to solve? How are we improving actual work? How are we building capability? What leadership behaviors and management systems are required to support this way of working? And what basic thinking or assumptions compromise the existing culture? And what are we using to drive this transformation? Data analysis to do with Edmodo, as well as any other collaborative and digital forum, has been done all over the world. Research conducted by British Council in 2007 revealed that 69% of learners across the world learned more effectively when socializing informally. And the result of this showed that students with strong social networks performed well academically. Therefore, effective teachers need to use learning technologies to help students reach the world outside the classroom. And since Edmodo has good privacy settings, students can communicate with their teachers, the whole class, and their small groups in safety. This function allows students to feel confident to take on more challenging tasks within their groups, and they value the feedback and feed-forward comments from both their peers and their teachers. As a reflection and evaluation of my own practice, I need to answer a few questions. The first being, have I used it effectively? No, I have not. The reasons being, quite often, network problems at school, not enough time for effective planning, and I feel with Edmodo I need to be a step beyond where the students are before I can effectively teach it. Lastly, competition with the classroom, Google Classroom. We are a Google school, and this at the moment takes precedence over any other forum that are out there. Will I use it in the future? Yes, most definitely. The reasons why are, I have had some individual PD with other teachers who have used it, and they are very, very thrilled with Edmodo and feel it can be used alongside Google Classroom. I've done more reading on the effectiveness of Edmodo, and I'm very impressed. And lastly, I need to create a culture of the flipped classroom in my own classroom. These are my references.